Hello everyone, welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me. We have an exciting video today. I'm wanting to get stuck in. We are doing a full face of the brand Dasique. Now this is an incredible beauty brand. I'm very familiar with their lip tints, which are just always mouth-wateringly beautiful. They have very kindly sent me across all these products we're using today, and they are also the sponsor of today's video. Dasique make amazing products to make sure that your makeup is truly unique to how you feel. Whether you want to do a look that is extremely bold or something that's a little bit more muted or somewhere in between, which I think is what we're gonna do today, Dasique have something amazing for you. Everything I'm using today will be linked down below in the description box for you. So let's do it. I'm so excited to show you some of these products. Let's see what the hype is all about. Let's start with eyes. No, let's start with primer. Okay, so we're gonna start with the Water Veil Primer. This looks incredible. I love, especially on my oily skin, that still needs hydration, something that is not like too greasy or oily. So something like this, I love it when it says like water or gel, because you know it's gonna be that lightweight texture. It smells amazing as well. That lightweight texture. I don't like over prepping my skin, so this is gonna be enough for me. I've done like a bit of moisturizer, a bit of eye cream, and then this is gonna be it. I'm just gonna tap that in, and then SPF, but I'm not leaving the house today. So this helps smooth the skin, and I can already feel, I always have to test this area around my nose, and I can already feel that is a lot less rough than it was this morning. It has been a pain this morning, let me tell you, my skin. And it has that, can you see that perfect skin bounce? That foundation just sits incredibly on top of, get under this hair. Perfect, perfect texture for priming the skin. That feels beautiful. And it has, look at that glow. Yes, yes please, yes please. I love glowing, but oily skin doesn't want me to. So it's nice to have products to actually give you a glow. My skin looks really good. I could wear this by itself, that's beautiful. Okay, let's get right into it. Let's go on some eyeshadow. I need to show you this shade. This is the Rose Petal palette. Look at this right here. Look at that, that looks like metallic. That is so stunning. That payoff, that cream. Beautiful. And what I have to say about this, which I really love, is that a lot of K-beauty brands will have like the deeper shades in here, but sometimes they don't really pack a punch, so it's nice to have a good strong pigment as well in these. We really have to start with that shade. Like, why would we not use that? Let's go in with that incredible shade all over the lid. I'm just gonna tap it on. Oh my god, that looks amazing. I kind of want to just get in there with my finger. Yeah, so much better, look at that. Oh, I love that. It's just literally like metal. If I could have every color in this formula, like a purple, imagine a purple in this, a green. Okay, then I want to do, let me do the other side. That sits really well. I had noticed as well, when I go to blend it through my socket, it does blend out quite well. So if you're not wanting to use the shade to its full potential look, you can blend it out quite softly, so you don't have to go full metal on the lid. I want to take this shade here and just tap that in the middle. Sorry, yeah, what's this called? The middle, I guess. So it's nice and bright, because this looks like it's gonna have, it almost has like a nice blue reflex to it. I just want to use all the exciting colors basically. Let's gently brush that in. Yes, 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 yes. Guys, I think there's baby birds above me, and I kind of want to look at them, but you can't disturb them, can you? So I guess I'll just wait till they're older. Beautiful. Beautiful, really, really nice. Okay, I want to take this red tone just in the middle and just take some through the socket, because I also want to use that darker brown just to give us a deeper look. So let's start from the outside of this shade, because I think it's quite similar. Cute, cute. Nice, really easy to blend, beautiful to blend, very easy to use. Always appreciated. It's annoying when you get an eyeshadow palette and you have to work hard to just use it. You know what I mean? So it's nice to have eyeshadows that just blend nice and softly, but still have pigment. You can definitely see That's red. That is nice and red. Okay, I was kind of getting a bit carried away with red. Let's use this nice brown. It does have a kind of like, I guess like metallic looking, oh wow. Metallic looking shift to it as well, like the red, see? It's almost copper, but bronze, sorry. I'm gonna use a smaller brush and pack that on the outside corner. There's a shade in here. I'm just looking at it right now. How beautiful would this be? Just on the lid, this middle one by itself with some mascara. That'd be stunning. I just want a little bit of a definition to the outside corner. Yeah, nice. I don't want to get rid of that redness though, so I'm just gonna pack it on quite gently and delicately because I still want the red and that orangey in the shimmer to come through. I just want to define the outer corner a little bit. Contour, I want to contour the eye almost. So I have like the smallest amount of glitter fall out here because I used a little fluffy brush. If you were to use a flat brush, it'll be fine, but no bother. I got a little bit of a primer and I'm just gonna wipe that off. This is why I always do eyes first. Okay, so we are gonna add a little bit of glitter to the eyelids later, but it's in a controlled state, not the messy kind. But first I wanted to show you the Pro Concealer palettes. These are so cool. You have the color correction shades without them being over the top. These are perfect for color correction. You see this green here, this more muted green, rather than that bright green that brands give us. These are the kind of greens you want to be color correcting with. These purples, this yellow tone up here, these peachy tones instead of pure orange. This is correct. These are correct. So we have correcting, coverage, contouring, all in one, and sculpting. So let's do it. Let me get some concealering going on under this eye. I think I'm actually going to use number 2, which is this one. This is their medium. I'm just gonna take a flat brush like this. Under my eyes, I'm gonna go for this more peachy tone. This is the color corrector that we should be using instead of bright orange, depending on skin tone. Obviously, if the skin tone's a bit deeper than mine, a bright orange would work really, really nicely. But with color correcting, you don't necessarily always want to just orange it out. You kind of want to balance it out and level and neutralize rather than cover. So you can see with a peachy tone like this, it just neutralizes it. It still looks like my skin here. It's not bright orange. Brightens that under eye. It corrects that under eye. So then we don't have to then correct the orange shade that we're trying to use to cover something else up. You know what I mean? Because you're getting this continuous cycle of trying to cover the different shades. So this still has a brightness to it, but it has that peachy undertone. And this is how I like to color correct naturally. Right under the eye, color corrected. I could literally stop here and leave a house like this. I don't have bright orange under the eye, you know what I mean? But I'm gonna go in with a shade that would actually be my concealer shade. This is so creamy. This is so nice and creamy. It just, look how swish. Why do I always use the word swish to describe? Look how swish. So easy to use, so beautiful. Blends out incredibly just with a finger. I think I'm actually going to prefer using my fingers for this. Then on my red areas, I'm going to take a fluffy brush. Again, another mistake people make with color correcting is thinking they need to get loads and loads of coverage on there. I'm going to use this more muted green. This is a perfect green for my skin tone for this redness. Oh my God, how easy and quick. And it doesn't look bright green. I don't look crazy. This is like melting into the skin. It's perfect. Let's see what we can do with this nose. And I'm using a fluffy brush because as you can see, we can just really buff it in and get a really like almost a veil of coverage rather than full insane coverage. Perfect. See what looks like skin. That's what color correcting is to me. Neutralized, evened out rather than blotches and patches of color and then foundation, you know? Okay, let me do some foundation. I'll be right back. Okay, foundation on, and I can see there's a little bit of redness on my nose there still, so I'm gonna go in with that green again, and I'm literally gonna stipple it on and tap it in so it just blends with my foundation. So you can do it over, but I do prefer under, and you just tap your foundation on top. So I do have a blush, but I do want to go in with a little bit of this first, just to sculpt and chisel. So I'm using the shade right in the bottom here as more of a contour. There's a shade right next to it which will make a really nice bronze too. But I am using a bit of blush, and I think I want that blush to not be interrupted by bronze tones because it's a beautiful peach. Yes, look at that little bit of, there's a little bit of sculpting, a little bit of sharpening up that cheekbone. Really does change a lot. It's just blending so beautifully with my foundation, with itself melting into that. Look, seamless, seamless, beautiful. Let's do a little bit on the nose. Love it. It's just the perfect, it's almost like you can't take out the wrong amount. Like the perfect amount just comes out every time and just blends perfectly with the rest of your skin. My skin looks great. I'm having the best time. That looks really, really nice. This is the Blending Mood Cheek Palette in the shade Beige Knit. I'm looking at this color here. This is my favorite kind of blush for me, that peachy tone. But then I also quite like this pink and this peach to kind of brighten up on top. So let's go in with this shade first. I'm gonna use a round brush like this and literally tap it at the top of my cheekbone here. That's a lot more pigment than I was expecting. So let's take it easy. Brush that into the hairline up around here. Beautiful. Yeah, I'm gonna bring some, actually no, you know what I'm gonna do? Let's take the lighter shade up the top here, that lighter peach. I'm just gonna tap it on top here to bring a brightness, but still a shade to that area. I've been trying to bring my blush in as well, a little bit more on my cheeks, because I never do it, but I like it. I know I keep saying that in videos, but I really like it. Okay, I'm gonna go in with a Starlit Jewel Liquid Glitter. This is the shade Light Peach, I believe it's called. Yeah, Light Peach. I'm just gonna tap a little bit of that in the middle. And it's glitter, but it's in a gel. So easy cleanup. Let's do just where, no, let's do the front where we have that really intense glitter already. Let's give it a proper shine. Yeah, a lot more. Yeah, just adds a little bit more of a shine, a bit more of a glow to the lid. Oh, it actually got quite intense. That's nice. Okay, let's finish up the eyes. Okay, I'm gonna go under the eyes with the brown that we used. I just got a bit of mascara on the eyes, so we ignore that. Okay, I've been waiting for this. We have so many lip tints. Okay, I'm just gonna nude out along my lip here. So we have a few different like collections within this. We have the ice cream collection, which looks so cute. They're like soft shades, obviously inspired by ice cream, a little bit more on the softer side. We have the summer coral collection. Oh, they all just look edible. I just want to drink them all. They're more fresh, more vibrant. And then we have the original, which is just 7 colors, and they're quite nice, bright colors. I only have 6 of them here, but they're quite, I want to try every single one. I'm going to start off with one of the originals and number 1. I'm just gonna, because it looks quite nude. Oh my God, it literally like water. That is so comfortable. Okay, so that is number 1, which is this one. That's very cute. Should we try a really bold one? Let's try one of the pink ice cream ones. This is number 11. Ah, that's so soft and pink. That's really nice. That's definitely a softer pink that I could wear. I don't really like bold pink, you know? Cute, that's cute. And we have to try number 15. This looks great. This is my color. Okay, 15. Ooh. Oh yeah, that's like corally orange. That's beautiful. That's more orangey, more like coral. They're just so comfortable on a lip. You hardly know they're there, and they blend so well with your other makeup. That looks so beautiful. I love this. This is a full face. I'm gonna have to say, I have a few favorite pieces. I do. A few stand out. 15 in the Juicy Dewy Lip Tint. Beautiful. Love it. It's that coral, but not too like over the top coral or orange. Beautiful. These concealer palettes, perfect. Look under my eyes. All we did is one layer of that slight color correction, one layer of that thing, and they just look neutralized, normal, amazing. Love this so much. Another amazing standout, the primer. Skin prep for makeup can be so confusing. So when a brand just has a primer that is not silicone-y, it's not slippery, it's not trying to do one thing, it's not trying to do all this. Just feels beautiful on the skin, plumps, smooths, perfect texture. This is wonderful. This is gonna go down very, very quickly. Okay, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much to Dasique for sponsoring this video. As I said, all the links for products are gonna be down below in that description box for you. So go ahead and check them out. There's more products on there for you to look at as well. Thank you so much for joining me. Do consider subscribing, give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you very, very soon. Bye.